Before the first sound of the waking world, there's a breath. It is the hush before creation, the soft exhale of eternity. In this silence, the soul remembers what it came to do. The world has not yet spoken its noise. It waits. The morning, pure and unformed, leans toward you as if asking, "What shall we become today?" This is your sacred beginning. Every dawn is an unwrapped promise, a golden scroll written in light. It glows against the horizon, whispering, "Here is your reset." Spirit has pressed the great cosmic button, and all that was heavy yesterday falls away. The birds do not sing in regret, they sing in readiness. The wind does not repeat yesterday's lament, it carries new breath. The same invitation hums through your body. Begin again, divine creator. Begin again. Stand at your window or within your quiet room. Notice how the air trembles with expectancy, as though the world itself pauses for your decree. The dawn is not merely light, it is permission. You are not a small being observing the sunrise, you are the sunrise observing itself, awakening through you. This is your sacred beginning. The early rays spill gently over rooftops, over trees, over oceans. Each beam finds its way to you, warming your eyelids, stirring your pulse. You inhale, and the breath of God moves through your lungs. You exhale, and your word prepares to shape the unseen. The morning is your collaborator, your silent partner in creation. There is power in stillness before the first thought. The uncarved marble of the day awaits the chisel of your intention. If you speak complaint, the day will carve echoes of resistance. If you speak love, the day will sing in harmony. The morning waits for your command. Pause now, beloved Creator. Feel the sacred hush that precedes your first word. It is the same hush that hovered over the waters in the beginning. And God said, "Those 3 words unlocked galaxies. You made in that same divine image also speak worlds into being." When you whisper, "Peace," peace begins to stir in unseen realms. When you say, "I am grateful," gates of abundance open like morning petals. Your tongue is not small, it is the key to the kingdom of form. And every morning, the universe places that key anew into your hand. This is your sacred beginning. Let the golden light touch your face, and remember you are not a being waiting for life to happen. You are life commanding its direction. You are the artist of atmosphere, the author of experience, the architect of emotion. The dawn is your blank canvas, and your word is the brush dipped in divine paint. So before you rise into the tasks of the day, pause once more in reverence. Feel the world bow to your awareness. Every tree, every wave, every gust of air knows who you are. The Creator expresses through your command. Affirm softly, "I awaken in divine timing." The dawn greets me as an ally. My words are living seeds. I speak, and it is so. Let that affirmation settle like dew upon the soil of your heart. When you step into your morning routine, coffee journal, quiet prayer, do it as a ceremony of remembrance. Each motion is sacred choreography. The mug in your hand becomes a chalice, the pen a wand. You are not merely preparing for the day, you are consecrating it. This is your sacred beginning. Notice how life responds when you choose your first thought consciously. Say within today, "I am aligned with divine order." Today, I command joy, and feel the subtle shift. The air around you listens. Invisible forces rearrange themselves according to the decree. The world is obedient to conviction. Every sunrise is a rehearsal of creation, a repetition of Genesis. Darkness recedes and light steps forward. The pattern remains: first silence, then word, then manifestation. So too in your life. Speak gently, for your words echo through dimensions unseen. Speak boldly, for spirit honors courage. Speak reverently, for you are speaking into the womb of the universe. And when doubt arises, as it sometimes will return to this stillness, breathe. Watch the slow unfurling of the morning sky and remember you are made of the same light. This is your sacred beginning. The world is quiet enough now to hear your soul. Speak blessings over your day, over those you love, over the path ahead. I bless this day with ease and success. I bless my body with vitality. I bless my mind with clarity. I bless all beings with peace. Feel how each declaration builds momentum, how the air vibrates with your command. You are no longer a passive observer of time. You are the pulse of divine rhythm, setting the tone for the symphony to come. The morning bows to your awareness. The unseen waits for your decree. Speak not from fear, but from authority. The dawn is not accidental. It is designed as your reminder you can begin again endlessly. Every day the sun rises as a messenger of mercy saying, "Try again, beloved. Believe again." This is your sacred beginning. So as the light strengthens and the world stirs, let your heart rise with it. Carry the calm of early morning within you all day. Walk as one who knows that creation begins in silence and completes in faith. And now, before we journey further, before we speak of wands and words and laws, pause here. Let your own reflection meet the dawn. Before we journey further, share below what mornings mean to you. How do you feel when the world is still? Your words hold power. Speak them with intention. In the beginning was the Word. It is written in Scripture, spoken in myth, and whispered in the quiet wisdom of your own heart. The ancients knew this truth long before language clothed it. The Word is the wand. You have been given the most powerful instrument of creation, the voice, the vibration, the decree. It is not the word alone that creates, but the consciousness that breathes through it. The sound of your speech carries the weight of your belief. Each syllable is a seed cast into the invisible garden of the mind. Pause for a moment. Imagine yourself in a vast garden at dawn. The soil is moist with possibility. You kneel before it with a pouch of luminous seeds. Each one is a thought, a phrase, a word. I am strong. I am guided. I am loved. You press them gently into the earth, cover them with faith, and water them with gratitude. You do not dig them up to check if they are growing. You trust the process of life. Now imagine speaking words of fear or lack. I can't. I never. It's too late. Those too are seeds, and the soil, which is the subconscious mind, does not discriminate. It will grow whatever you plant faithfully and without judgment. The law is precise. It has no emotion, no partiality. It simply says, so be it. Every word builds. Every word binds. Every word blesses. This is not poetry. It is spiritual mechanics. Your tongue is the switch that turns on creative electricity. When you speak, your inner world moves into alignment with your utterance. The cells in your body respond, the air vibrates, and the unseen substance of the universe begins to take shape. Florence Scovel Shinn said, "Your word is your wand." A wand does not merely wave, it directs. It channels invisible energy toward visible form. The magician of consciousness knows that idle words are wasted power, while intentional words carve new dimensions. Think of the child who declares, "I'm bad at this." The moment it's said, the subconscious accepts it as command. The next time the child tries, the body obeys the decree. The muscles tighten, the rhythm falters, the law fulfills. But if the same child says, I am learning swiftly, I am growing daily, the unseen chemistry changes. The body loosens. The mind aligns with success. The word creates a new reality. Every word builds. Every word binds. Every word blesses. Let me tell you a story. There was once a woman, let's call her Miriam, who had spent years speaking against herself. Each morning, her mirror heard the same refrain. I look tired. I'm unlucky. Nothing ever works out for me. Her words became the architecture of her days. Opportunities slipped by unnoticed, relationships mirrored her self-criticism, and her body carried the fatigue of her decrees. One day, a mentor asked her a simple question. What would happen if your words began to serve you instead of betray you? At first, she laughed. Then she wept. She realized she had been wielding her wand backward, casting spells of defeat. So she began an experiment. For 40 days, she would speak only in alignment with her desired reality. When doubt arose, she replaced it with declaration. When she caught herself saying, I can't, she paused and rephrased, I am learning how. When she wanted to say, I'm tired, she whispered instead, my energy renews easily. At first, the changes were subtle. A sense of ease returned. Strangers smiled at her. The mirror softened. And on the 40th morning, she woke to an email, an opportunity she had once dreamed of but thought lost. She smiled, remembering the seed she had planted with her new words. The law had not delayed. It had simply waited for a new command. Every word builds. Every word binds. Every word blesses. You see, beloved, the subconscious does not judge. It does not say this is good, this is bad. It listens. It obeys. It mirrors the frequency of your speech. It is the fertile soil that waits for your command. When you say, I am, you are watering the seed of identity. When you say, I have, you are summoning the substance of supply. When you say, I will, you are authoring your tomorrow. This is the creative law of speech, the eternal contract between thought, word, and form. Pause again. Feel your words vibrate in your throat. They are living entities clothed in breath and intention. Each time you speak, you give birth to something. You might not see its form yet, but it exists already in vibration. This is why careless speech is costly. I'm so broke spoken lightly plants a seed of lack. I'm always sick repeated daily waters disease. I'm overwhelmed said often becomes identity. But with equal power, I am prosperous, I am healing, I am supported. These two take root and rise. There is a subtle majesty in awareness. When you understand that speech creates, you no longer throw words like stones, you place them like jewels. You speak as one aware of divine law. Every word builds, every word binds, every word blesses. The creative law cannot be fooled by emotion alone. Tears and yearning do not create. Conviction does. It is not the loudness of your voice, but the depth of your belief that shapes matter. You could whisper, I am blessed in perfect faith, and move mountains. Imagine the unseen as a vast orchestra awaiting your cue. Your words are the conductor's baton. Say peace, and the strings quiet their turbulence. Say abundance, and the horns swell with golden tone. Say I am loved, and the choir of creation rises in harmony. Even silence is speech if it carries intention. The quiet thought repeated with faith becomes vibration. The universe cannot ignore it. So I ask you now, what words have you been speaking about yourself, your work, your body, your relationships? Are they commands of power or echoes of fear? When you begin to notice, you awaken from the spell of unconscious speech. You realize that every conversation is an act of magic. every sentence a decree. You stand as the high priest or priestess of your reality, speaking your world into being. Affirm, now my words build worlds. My tongue is a wand of light. I speak with precision and power. I call forth only that which serves my highest good. Say it again, slowly, deliberately. Let it rise from your chest like a song. The moment you declare this, a subtle order begins to form around you. People respond differently. Doors open, thoughts align. Not because the universe suddenly favors you, but because you have learned to favor yourself with your own speech. The law responds to faith as naturally as an echo responds to sound. It is not personal, it is principle. You speak and creation answers, yes. Miriam's story is your story. Each of us has the power to reverse the spell of negative language and command new life through sacred speech. The wand has always been in your hand. You are only remembering how to use it. So today, let your mouth become a fountain of blessing. Let no idle word leave your lips. Let each phrase carry the fragrance of faith. When you say thank you, mean it. When you say, I am ready, feel it. When you say, I am prosperous, let your heart agree. The law will obey and the world will reflect. And if you forget as all humans do not condemn yourself. Simply pause and re-speak. Cancel the careless word, replace it with truth, and continue in faith. The soil of the subconscious forgives instantly. It only asks for clarity. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are an author of conditions. Your world is written by your tongue. So write beauty, write peace, write abundance. And as you stand at the threshold of another dawn, lift your face toward the light and declare aloud, my words build worlds. Let this be your seal, your sacred signature upon the day. If this truth stirs something within you, declare aloud, my words build worlds. Comment it below to seal your decree. The creative law of the universe is both magnificent and neutral. It has no favorites, no enemies, no exceptions. It does not say, I will bless this one because she is kind, or I will withhold from that one because he is harsh. Like electricity, it waits for your use. It does not decide whether to warm or to burn. It merely obeys the command it receives. Florence Scovel Shinn called this the impersonal law, the divine order that answers belief, not emotion, word, not whim. Picture electricity running silently through the walls of your home. It does not ask, what does she intend? It simply flows. If you plug in a lamp, the lamp glows. If you touch a live wire, you feel it sting. The power has not changed, only your application of it. So too with the spiritual law. The current of creation never ceases, only the consciousness directing it varies. When we understand this, fear dissolves. There is no punishing God waiting to strike us down for a wrong thought. There is only a precise law reflecting what we believe and decree. If you speak with doubt, the law fulfills doubt. If you speak with faith, it fulfills faith. The law does not interpret, it executes. And herein lies both our greatest challenge and our greatest freedom. For if the law is impersonal, then the power is always available, unbiased, untainted, immediate. It does not sleep, nor does it forget. It waits ready to shape the mold of your next word. I choose my words with care. Repeat that softly within yourself. I choose my words with care. Each word you speak is like a chisel touching marble. A careless strike may fracture. A deliberate hand may sculpt divinity. The same marble stands before both artist and novice. The difference lies in precision. Once a young sculptor stood before a massive block of stone. People passed by shaking their heads. "It's too hard," they said. "Too rough, too large." But the sculptor smiled. "Inside this stone," he whispered, "there is an angel. I only need to carve away what is not her." Such is the work of consciousness. The angel within your life already exists. The law will carve it forth the moment your words become precise. You see, many people speak from emotion rather than intention. They react instead of command. They say, "I don't want more struggle," and the law, impartial and exact, hears only the vibration of struggle and fulfills it. They cry, "I'm tired of debt," and the law answers debt. For the law does not interpret negation, it translates vibration. I choose my words with care. Precision is not perfectionism, it is awareness. It is realizing that life is literal in its obedience. You cannot plant an apple seed and expect roses. Likewise, you cannot speak lack and expect prosperity, speak fear and expect faith. The impersonal law is a mirror. It reflects what you affirm, whether in joy or complaint. The mirror does not argue, it reflects. If you wish to see a different reflection, you do not plead with the mirror. You change your expression. So too, change your word. If you say, "I'm always late," the law fulfills it without question. If instead you say, "I move in perfect timing," the law reshapes the current of events. If you declare, "No one supports me," the law reflects isolation. But if you say, "I am divinely supported in all I do," the same law organizes people, coincidences, and opportunities to match your decree. The law does not play favorites. It fulfills form, and form follows faith. You might say, "But what of my past words? Have they doomed me?" No, for grace is the divine amendment clause. Every new word overrides the old command. Every conscious decree resets the current. The moment you speak truth sincerely and with conviction, the law obeys the new pattern. You are not bound by yesterday's speech. You are liberated by today's awareness. I choose my words with care. Let this affirmation guide your mornings. Before you speak, feel the vibration behind your words. Is it born of fear or of faith? Is it echoing the past or commanding the future? Remember, emotion fuels, but precision directs. Passion without aim is lightning in a storm, beautiful but erratic. When focused through deliberate speech, that same power becomes light in a lamp, useful, steady, illuminating. This is the mastery of the creative soul, to harness the law not through struggle, but through understanding. Many blame circumstance for their pain, never realizing that the universe has no bias. It is like the soil, generous but impartial. You may plant roses or thorns. The soil will nourish both. So choose wisely what you sow. In the sacred science of the word, there are no accidents. There are only responses. When something unpleasant arises, ask not, "Why is this happening to me?" but rather, "What have I spoken consciously or unconsciously that called this forth?" And then in humility and power, re-speak your truth. The universe loves clarity. Confusion delays manifestation because the law cannot multiply uncertainty. When you speak with precision, when your word is single, unwavering, the law rushes to fulfill. I choose my words with care. Each morning, when you enter your sacred silence, let this become your silent creed. I am the calm commander of my world. I speak only that which I desire to experience. My word is law unto my life. Say it slowly, reverently. Let it rise like incense from your heart. The more you honor the impersonal nature of law, the freer you become. There is no outside judge determining your fate. There is only principle awaiting your faith-filled direction. You are not punished for your ignorance, only delayed by it. You are not rewarded for your virtue, only fulfilled by your alignment. You are the operator of infinite power. You are the speaker of worlds. So when you rise tomorrow and look into the light of dawn, remember that the same divine law that guides the stars is waiting to shape your day. It will not question your worthiness. It will only listen. I choose my words with care. Say it once more as a vow between you and creation. Each syllable is a contract. Each pause is a promise. The law will not fail you, it cannot. Its nature is fulfillment. It mirrors your decree with absolute fidelity. So speak from faith, not fear. Speak from clarity, not confusion. And know that the law, impartial and eternal, is your most loyal servant. Now ask yourself gently, if the law obeys my word, what will I choose to command? The answer will shape your world. Take a moment and write one phrase you'll stop saying today. Let this be your first act of mastery. The greatest shift in consciousness occurs in a single instant, the moment you realize that every word you speak is either a reaction to the past or a creation of the future. Reaction is the echo of old emotion. Creation is the language of new intention. Reaction repeats. Creation renews. Reaction says, "This is how it's always been." Creation whispers, "Behold, I make all things new." Every morning offers you this choice. Imagine yourself standing before two mirrors. In the first, you see reflections of your history, the words you have spoken in frustration, the fears you have rehearsed, the disappointments you have declared. The second mirror, however, is blank, luminous, untouched, waiting for your decree. Which mirror will you speak into today? For the mirror of life does not argue, it reflects. And what it reflects is not what you desire, but what you declare. There was once a man named Elias who lived under the spell of reaction. His mornings began with complaint about his job, his bills, the weather, the world. He believed his words were harmless, mere venting. But the universe, faithful and precise, took him at his word. "Nothing ever changes," he muttered daily. And so nothing did. Then one day, a simple moment of awareness changed everything. He was walking to work, reciting his usual litany of frustration, when a small bird landed near his feet. It chirped once, bright and clear, and then another bird answered from the tree above. Their exchange was effortless, joyful, a pure act of creation. Elias stopped. He realized the birds were not reacting to scarcity or worry. They were simply expressing the morning. They were singing the world into harmony. He smiled and whispered, "What if I sang too?" From that day, Elias began a quiet experiment. Instead of reacting to his morning, he decided to create it. Upon waking, he placed his hand over his heart and said, "I am guided. I am supported. I am loved." When the bus was late, he blessed the delay. When coworkers complained, he remained silent or spoke hope. Slowly, something remarkable unfolded. Circumstances shifted, but more than that, his atmosphere changed. He no longer lived under the tyranny of reaction. He had become a creator of peace. This is the difference between speaking from memory and speaking from vision. Reaction affirms the past. Creation declares the future. Each time you say, "This always happens to me," you tie your future to repetition. Each time you say, "Things are changing for my good," you open a new corridor of possibility. The law of speech cannot distinguish between laughter and lament. It simply multiplies whatever you voice with conviction. So the question is not, "Why does life keep doing this to me?" But what am I still saying that keeps it so? To react is human. To create is divine. The divine self within you is calm, deliberate, unhurried. It does not speak from fear. It speaks from authority. When the storm arises, it says, "Peace be still," and the waves obey. Reaction speaks to the storm. Creation speaks through the storm. Every word you speak either sustains chaos or establishes order. When you catch yourself reacting, pause. Take a single breath. Feel the silence between exhale and inhale. That is the gap where creation begins. Florence Scovel Shinn once said, "The game of life is a game of boomerangs." Our thoughts, deeds, and words return to us sooner or later with astounding accuracy. Reaction throws the boomerang without awareness. Creation sends it forth with divine intention. Say it with me softly. I am a creator, not a reactor. Again, slower. I am a creator, not a reactor. Feel how the vibration settles differently in your body. One phrase drains power, the other reclaims it. When you live as a reactor, your speech becomes automatic. You echo the moods of others, the news of the world, the shadows of your past. But when you live as a creator, your word becomes intentional. You respond, but you do not repeat. You observe, but you do not absorb. Creation is not denial, it is direction. You are not ignoring reality, you are instructing it. You are saying to the formless substance of the universe, "This is how I choose to shape my experience." Let us return to the metaphor of the mirror. When you stand before your reflection and frown, the image frowns back. You do not scold the mirror for being unkind. You adjust your expression and instantly the reflection softens. So too with life. To complain about what appears is to argue with your own creation. But to bless it, to speak peace where there is turbulence, is to shift the reflection. This is not naive optimism. It is divine realism. It is understanding that your word is law within your world. When you say, "I choose harmony," you are not describing what is, you are decreeing what shall be. The law moves at the speed of conviction. Reaction speaks after events. Creation speaks before them. Let me show you how this unfolds in practice. There was a woman named Lila who struggled with her finances. Each month, as bills arrived, she said aloud, "I can't afford this. It's always something." Her speech was habitual, she did not even notice it. But one morning, during a sunrise meditation, she caught herself. She remembered the principle, "My word is my wand." So she changed her declaration. When the next bill came, she held it in her hand and said, "I bless this bill, for it represents circulation. Money flows freely through me and returns multiplied." At first, she felt silly, but she continued day after day, refusing to react to appearances. Within months, her financial situation transformed, unexpected opportunities appeared, and her anxiety lifted. Why? Because she had stopped reacting to lack and started creating prosperity. Reaction echoes limitation. Creation affirms abundance. This turning point from reaction to creation is the true beginning of conscious speech. It is the moment you stop repeating the old story and start narrating the new. Whenever you are tempted to complain, pause and ask, "Am I reacting to what was or creating what shall be?" If you are reacting, breathe and reset. If you are creating, speak with authority. You will begin to notice that life itself shifts in response. People who once provoked you will lose their power. Situations that once triggered fear will dissolve before your calm decree. The universe is compelled to harmonize with the vibration of the Creator. Life reflects the words you speak before it. So let your words be mirrors of love, not echoes of fear. Let them be instruments of order, not reactions of chaos. Say it again as a vow to your own awakening. I am a creator, not a reactor. The moment you affirm this, your energy changes. You become the calm within the storm, the light within the noise, the command within the confusion. Creation is not effort, it is authority clothed in stillness. When others speak despair, you will speak peace. When others repeat fear, you will decree faith. You will no longer chase outcomes. You will create them. This is mastery not over others, but over yourself. The mastery of speech, the mastery of energy, the mastery of silence. And when you fall into old patterns, as all do, remember, reaction is not failure. It is feedback. It is the echo that reminds you to return to creation. Each time you choose creation, you dissolve a layer of old belief and stand taller in your divine authority. Now close your eyes and imagine the dawn once more. The world is silent, waiting for your command. You are holding the wand of the word. Will you repeat the noise of yesterday, or will you sing the song of tomorrow? Creation waits for your answer. If this truth resonates, speak aloud. I am a creator, not a reactor. Comment it to claim your new language of power. The dawn has returned. The first light brushes against your window, tender and golden like a promise fulfilled. You rise not as one merely waking from sleep, but as one summoned to the altar of creation. This is the hour when heaven leans closest to earth, when silence holds the breath of God. The morning is not just a time, it is a laboratory of spirit, a sacred chamber where thought becomes substance. Every sunrise offers you a private workshop in which you may conduct the alchemy of the word. The instruments are simple: your breath, your awareness, your intention. The formula is ancient stillness, plus faith, plus decree, manifestation. Before the world's voices awaken, let your own voice become prayer. Begin by lighting a candle, a single flame representing divine intelligence. Watch how it flickers and steadies. It does not strive. It simply burns, being true to its nature. So too, your purpose is not to force creation, but to allow it through your natural alignment. Sit in the stillness and feel the pulse of the universe moving within you. Each breath you take is a rhythm of divine circulation. Inhale, receive, exhale, release. With each cycle, you cleanse the debris of yesterday's thoughts and prepare the fertile ground of your mind. This is your spiritual laboratory. Now take a slow breath and close your eyes. In the darkness behind your eyelids, imagine a vast horizon. The first light of morning rises across it, soft and radiant. It touches the edges of your awareness like a brush dipped in gold. As the light expands, whisper inwardly, I stand at the beginning of creation. The dawn unfolds within me. I am one with the rhythm of divine order. Feel these words as vibration rather than sound. They do not travel outward. They resonate inward, commanding every cell to awaken to divine harmony. This is the foundation of the morning laboratory. You begin not with action, but with alignment. Now, as the light within you steadies, you may take up your most sacred instrument, the spoken word. The first words of your day are the chemicals of spiritual alchemy. They combine unseen elements into visible form. Each phrase is a formula, precise and potent. Let us begin the daily decree ritual. Step 1. Centering the breath. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale gently through the mouth. As you exhale, imagine releasing all residue of yesterday worry, regret, fatigue. They fall away like shadows at sunrise. Inhale again, feeling new light enter your chest. You are no longer the one who struggled. You are the one who creates. Say silently, "This is a new morning. This is my sacred beginning." Step 2. Awakening the heart. Place your hand upon your heart. Feel its steady rhythm, its eternal faithfulness. It has worked through your darkest nights, never judging, never ceasing. Whisper, "I bless this heart, the throne of divine love. Through it, I speak truth, peace, and prosperity." Feel warmth spreading beneath your palm. Imagine golden light flowing outward, bathing every organ, every thought, every memory. Gratitude rises naturally, not as duty, but as recognition. You realize that you are not trying to connect with the divine. You are already within it. Step 3. Speaking the decree. Now speak aloud or within slowly, reverently, "I am aligned with divine intelligence. I walk in perfect timing and perfect peace. I am a magnet for right opportunities. My words build worlds of harmony and grace. The law responds to my faith with precision and joy." Pause after each line. Feel it settle into the silence like a seed falling into fertile soil. You do not need to make it happen. You have spoken, and therefore it is set in motion. The laboratory of spirit requires no strain, only belief. The unseen chemistries begin their work the moment you declare your truth. Step 4. Visualization of manifestation. See before you a vast, luminous field. Upon this field lie the seeds of every word you have spoken this morning. Each seed glows with light, pulsing gently alive with divine energy. Now see rays of sunlight descending upon them, the warmth of faith activating form. You may visualize a scene you desire: peace in your home, success in your work, healing in your body, joy in your relationships. Do not struggle to imagine. Simply feel that it is already real. Let gratitude rise in advance, for gratitude is the final catalyst. Whisper, "It is already done in the unseen. I walk in the joy of its manifestation." Step 5. Silent seal. Now fall into silence. Allow your body to be still, your breath gentle. In this sacred stillness, the decree is sealed. The universe does not require repetition, only conviction. As you sit in the quiet, imagine the candle before you as a witness to your spoken word, its flame carrying your decree into the higher dimensions of light. Remain in this silence for a few moments. If thoughts arise, let them pass like clouds across the morning sky. You have already spoken. The law is already working. When you are ready, open your eyes. Notice how the world appears newly born. The light is brighter, the air gentler, because your perception has changed. You are no longer an observer of morning. You are a participant in its creation. The laboratory is complete. The experiment continues throughout your day as every conversation, every gesture, every thought becomes an extension of this morning decree. Remember, the universe is not persuaded by repetition, but by resonance. When your word and your faith vibrate as one, the law rushes to fulfill. You may add elements to your practice as your intuition guides: a cup of tea, blessed with intention, soft instrumental music, the scent of incense, the writing of a gratitude line in your journal. But the essence remains the same: to begin your day as a conscious creator. Let your mornings become your sacred experiments in joy. Observe how each day mirrors the energy you birth at sunrise. Speak gently, move deliberately, and treat the first hour as holy ground. There's a rhythm to all successful creation: quiet faith, decree, gratitude. When practiced daily, this rhythm becomes your way of being. Soon, you will not need to make time for morning ritual. Your life itself will become the ritual. This is the secret of the mystic, to turn every act into worship, every word into blessing, every breath into creation. You are both scientist and saint, testing the law through faith, witnessing its precision through peace. And as you leave your sacred space to meet the world, let your heart whisper, "I carry the dawn within me. I am a living laboratory of divine expression. My every word becomes light. No outward call to action is needed now. Remain in the stillness you have created. You have touched the silence of God, and from this silence all worlds are born." Before the first sound escapes your lips, gratitude already hums beneath your breath. It is the golden current flowing through all creation, the silent thank you spoken by every sunrise to the night that preceded it. Gratitude is not a result, it is a cause. It is the unseen bridge between faith and manifestation. When you anchor your word in gratitude, you amplify its power 1,000-fold. For gratitude is the energy of already done. It is the soul's confident whisper I receive even before I see. Every decree you have spoken, every affirmation that has risen from your lips, all are seeds. And gratitude is the sunlight that draws those seeds upward through the soil of the unseen. Without gratitude, words can remain dormant, suspended between intention and form. But when you give thanks in advance, the law of life quickens them into movement. Florence Scovel Shinn wrote, "Gratitude is the law of increase, and complaint is the law of decrease." These are not moral statements, they are metaphysical truths. Gratitude multiplies, complaint diminishes. What you praise expands. What you criticize contracts. The law is exact. Close your eyes now and imagine your heart as a chalice of golden light. Every time you say thank you, this chalice overflows and the light spills into the world. You need not name the blessings, the energy of gratitude knows where to flow. It touches your health, your finances, your relationships, your dreams, and your unseen helpers. Say softly, "I thank before I see, and thus I see." This is the language of divine faith, the secret rhythm of those who walk in peace. They do not wait for proof. They create it through thanksgiving. Let me tell you a story. There was a woman named Alina who had prayed for a new opportunity for many years. She spoke affirmations faithfully, yet her heart still carried doubt. One morning, during her sacred dawn ritual, she felt something shift. As she spoke her decree, "I am guided to my perfect work," a voice within her whispered, "Give thanks now, as if it has already come." At first, it felt strange. Nothing had changed outwardly, but she obeyed the inner nudge. She stood before the rising sun, lifted her hands, and declared, "Thank you, divine intelligence, that my perfect work now finds me. Thank you that doors are open, that I walk into them with ease." Her body tingled, her eyes filled with tears. For the first time, her words carried the vibration of certainty. Within 2 weeks, a letter arrived from a company she had long admired, a position created specifically for her skill set. The interviewer said, "We felt led to reach out." That is the unseen precision of gratitude. It calls forth unseen alignment. Gratitude does not beg, it recognizes. It says the supply exists. The answer is here. I see it though unseen. I thank before I see, and thus I see. The heart that gives thanks before receiving is aligned with divine timing. It no longer doubts, it knows. Doubt delays because it vibrates with not yet. Gratitude accelerates because it vibrates with now. Think of a musician tuning her instrument. If the string is too loose, the note wavers. If too tight, it breaks. Gratitude tunes the soul perfectly to the pitch of manifestation. Not anxious, not indifferent, but harmoniously sure. Begin each morning by naming what already fills your life with goodness. Thank you for the breath in my lungs. Thank you for the roof above me. Thank you for the peace that surpasses understanding. As you name them, feel how your energy expands. This expansion is not imagination, it is resonance. The universe reads gratitude as readiness. Then extend your thanks into the unseen. Thank you for the blessings unfolding now. Thank you for opportunities seen and unseen. Thank you that everything I need is already moving toward me in perfect order. The unseen listens to such words as commands, not requests. The moment you give thanks, you set the law in motion. I thank before I see, and thus I see. Gratitude transforms perception. Where others see obstacles, the grateful soul sees orchestration. What appears as delay is revealed as preparation. Gratitude turns waiting into worship. Even in moments of pain or uncertainty, you may still give thanks not for the struggle, but through it. Say thank you for the strength born through this experience. Thank you for the wisdom being revealed. Such gratitude transmutes sorrow into power. Every mystic who has mastered manifestation has discovered this. The heart must feel as if the prayer were already answered. Gratitude is that feeling made audible. When you say thank you before the form appears, the universe rearranges itself to match your vibration. People show up, doors open, timing synchronizes. You are no longer chasing blessings. They are magnetized to you. Pause for a moment and feel into this truth. You are breathing in rhythm with the cosmos. The same intelligence that turns the earth toward the sun moves through you. Gratitude is your alignment with that rhythm. Now whisper again, I thank before I see, and thus I see. Let those words become your morning refrain. Speak them when you open your eyes. Speak them before you check your phone, before you step into the noise of the world. Speak them when uncertainty knocks at your door. Each repetition roots your word deeper into divine soil. There is no force in the universe greater than a thankful heart. Gratitude is faith wearing its crown. It does not tremble before appearances. It stands tall, knowing that unseen good is always on the way. You might not yet see the full form of your decree, but can you feel it? That quiet warmth in your chest, that peace blooming in your belly that is creation already begun. I think before I see, and thus I see. This is how you seal your word. The decree is the planting. Gratitude is the watering. Faith is the sunlight, and manifestation is the harvest. So as this chapter of your sacred morning journey closes, place your hand over your heart and give thanks not to the outer world, not to circumstance, but to the divine presence within you that listens and fulfills. Whisper, thank you, Infinite Spirit, that every word I have spoken this morning now manifests in perfect time and order. Thank you that my faith is fertile, my heart is light, and my life overflows with grace. Stay in that vibration for a few breaths. Let gratitude expand beyond words, a golden light filling your chest, flowing into your environment, blessing everyone who crosses your path today. And when you step into your day, let that light linger. Every smile, every gesture, every word becomes an offering of thanks. For gratitude is not an act, it is a state of being. It is how creation continues through you. Before moving on, whisper, thank you not to the world outside, but to the divine within. Then type "thank you in advance" if you receive this truth. Bot 2. Shinn said, faith is not a mood, a wish, or a positive spin on uncertainty. Faith is spiritual substance, the invisible material from which the visible world is shaped. When you touch faith, you are placing your hands upon a blueprint more solid than steel and more precise than any draft on paper. The forms you seek, health, harmony, provision, right work, right relationships, are born from this unseen matter. They do not appear because we hope hard enough. They appear because faith, like a seed, is already pregnant with the harvest. Imagine a building before even one brick is laid. The architect holds a blueprint that specifies height, width, windows, load-bearing beams. Nothing is there yet to a passerby. But to the builder, the house already exists in a lawful form. Measurements dictate materials. A pattern guides the workers. Faith is that pattern. It is the fully formed, invisible house that exists prior to the lumber truck arriving, prior to the foundation being poured. When you live by faith, you do not ask, will the house ever be real? You already know the structure is certain because the blueprint is exact. Florence Scovel Shinn taught faith knows it has already received. That means faith does not pace the hallway of your mind, wondering if the door will open. Faith sits calmly at the table set for the feast. Faith is the quiet confidence that the unseen realm is not a rumor, but the mother of all visible outcomes. Every form has a pattern. Every pattern has a law. And the law of faith says what is accepted in consciousness with feeling, word, and expectancy must take shape in due time. We sometimes confuse belief with faith. Belief says, I think this might be possible. Faith says, it is done in the invisible, and I align with it now. Belief leans forward, squinting for proof. Faith leans back, resting in presence. Belief is a door cracked open. Faith is a door that swings wide, ushering your good across the threshold. This is why faith is safety. It is your spiritual seatbelt in the curves of life, your lighthouse in fog, your quiet place when the world speaks loudly. Consider the way a blueprint protects a build from drift and error. Without it, workers measure by guesswork, and every guess carves another inch of confusion into the frame. The walls won't align, the roof wobbles, the windows don't fit. Life looks like this when we live without faith. We measure by avoidance and anxiety, cutting to the size of our fears. But with faith, your choices are guided by an exact pattern, the pattern of your divine good. You begin to act, speak, and decide as one who knows the house is already on the lot, only awaiting finishing touches. Faith is not blind. Fear is blind. Faith sees with a higher sight. It perceives the blueprint even when the street still looks empty. It senses timing in the delays. It hears the delivery truck before it turns the corner. Faith can be quiet because it is grounded in law, not luck. Because you live and move within an intelligent, responsive universe, your faithful word does not evaporate into space. It shapes the space. Your faithful image does not sit idle. It instructs the currents that move people, opportunities, and ideas to you in right order. If your heart has known doubt, if you have stared at an empty lot of circumstances and felt the ache of delay, let this be a gentle hand at the back, saying, you are safe, you are supplied, you are guided. Doubt is not a failure. It is a signpost that you're on the edge of a new seeing. Doubt whispers, look again. Faith answers, I see the blueprint. I accept the finished form now. The shift from one to the other is not dramatic. It is a breath. It is a sentence. It is a willingness to allow the invisible to be more real than the noise. Your words are the pen that traces the blueprint into form. When you speak from faith, you are not trying to convince reality. You are announcing the pattern reality must follow. You say divine order governs this situation, and the lines of the drawing begin to swell into beams. You say, I am supplied richly and easily, and the materials arrive in creative ways, ideas, introductions, timing. You say right action is mine, and your feet find the next precise step. When you talk in faith, you are not shouting at life. You are calling it by its true name. Often we ask, but how can I know it's working when nothing has changed yet? Return to the blueprint. If you demanded a wall be visible before the foundation was poured, you would call the builders liars. But the build has an order: survey, stake, pour, frame, wire, insulate, finish. Your demonstration has an order too. Faith rests in that order. It does not rush, it cooperates. It does not nag, it nourishes. It keeps the image before the mind's eye and the word fresh on the tongue. It checks measurements. Are my feelings aligned? Are my statements precise? Is my expectation set to already received? And adjusts gently. Shinn reminds us that faith is not a straining. It is a knowing. Imagine holding a seed of a mighty oak. You do not dig it up every hour to ask it for proof. You water, you place where sunlight finds it, you bless it, and you let the law of life do what it always does. The oak's pattern is inside the seed. Your desired good is inside your faith. When you begin to trust, this worry loosens its grip. You step out of hypervigilance. What if it doesn't work? And into holy vigilance. What is mine to affirm, to imagine, to welcome today? There is tenderness in this. Faith is not a drill sergeant. It is a mothering force. It swaddles your vision with warmth. It sings to your sleep-tired mind, rest. The morning brings form. It takes your hand when news arrives that would make you tremble, and it says, stand here with me. Breathe. The law of good has not been repealed. Even as conditions wobble, faith remains the steady floor beneath them. Even as voices disagree, faith holds the tuning fork to the one note of truth until all other sounds harmonize. If you feel safer making lists than making declarations, know that faith is the clearest safety there is. Lists live in the visible. They can comfort, but not create. Faith creates. It moves through the unseen channels that lists cannot touch. It escorts your name into the right conversation, stirs remembering in the mind of someone who can open a door and nudges you to turn left instead of right at the moment that matters. Faith is not passive. It is the most powerful activity of your life. When you say, I accept the finished good now, you send runners into the city with invitations to everything that belongs at your table. So how do you feel faith and not just think about it? Begin with breath. Breath is spirit in motion, and faith rides on it like a royal procession. Inhale as if drawing the blueprint into your chest. Exhale as if distributing its instructions to every cell of your body, to your words, to your day. Close your eyes and see not a blank, but a precise image, the answer already active. See the email already sent. The handshake already made, the solution already clear. Let your senses obey the blueprint. What does the room smell like when this is done? What coat are you wearing when you arrive? How does the pen feel in your hand, signing the contract? Faith gives substance to these details because they are the fittings of the house. Next, set your words in order. The universe hears in present tense. Shinn's way is simple and exacting. I have already received. Speak this about what matters now. Speak it without rush, without bargaining. I have already received the guidance I need. I have already received the supply required. I have already received the perfect timing. Notice how your body responds. Tightness loosens. Notice how options appear. Small doors swing open into larger rooms. The blueprint is communicating with the material. Then give your faith a place to rest through trust. Trust is faith's posture. You do not lean on what is flimsy. You lean on what can bear weight. The law of good can bear you. Trust does not mean you never look at your bank account or decline a difficult conversation. It means you do these with a quiet core, not from panic, but from poise. You look at the facts as builders look at weather. It's raining. We shift the task for today, but the house still rises. Facts inform schedule. Faith holds outcome. If you've been disappointed before, let faith interpret your past too. What if delays were not denials, but alignments? What if closed doors spared you stale rooms? Faith rereads your history in the light of wisdom. It does not erase pain. It consecrates it into meaning. It blesses the journey that delivered you to today with a deeper clarity about your authority. My word shapes my world. I am not tossed. I am anchored. I am not at the mercy of opinion. I am under the mercy of divine order. This is emotional reassurance born from law, not from wishful thinking. Notice the crescendo in your heart now. Perhaps you began this reading with curiosity, and the dots are connecting your words as builders, your imagination as blueprint, your breath as the carrier of instruction, your trust as the protective scaffolding around your work. Let the crescendo gather slowly, steadily. You do not need fireworks to confirm that faith is active. You will know by the peace that settles in the small yes that rises the next step that becomes obvious. The house is coming up from the ground. Listen, can you hear the hum of progress? Can you feel the shift from if to when and from when to now? Faith speaks even when evidence is silent. It says to the empty lot, welcome home. It says to the bank account, you tell me nothing I don't already know. Provision is mine. It says to the body, you remember your wholeness. Every cell is listening. Faith is the voice that blesses the unpoured foundation and calls it steady. It is the decree that blesses today as the perfect stage for miracles in motion. It is the tone of one who already lives in the house even as the walls rise. Hold this now. You are not trying to get faith. You are made of it. Faith is built into your being like melody is built into a song. When you speak in faith, you are not adopting a pose. You are returning to your native tongue. It is the language your heart always knew, the language that makes the world answer you back, with doors that open, people who remember, and timing that delights. Let's seal this in practice. Place one hand over your chest. Breathe slowly. See the blueprint of your next good, the one that matters most right now, laid gentle and exact upon your inner table. Whisper to it as a builder to a plan, I see you. I honor you. We are building from completion. Then speak the law into the room, not as a plea, but as an announcement. It is done in the invisible. I align my words, feelings, and steps with the finished good. I live from the house already built. You are safe to trust this. You are free to rest into this. And as you rest, movement happens, the right kind, at the right pace. You will find yourself saying what you need to say, writing what you need to write, calling whom you need to call, noticing what you used to overlook. That is faith turning blue lines into beams, beams into walls, walls into shelter. Declare aloud, "My faith is the evidence of my abundance." Comment it to affirm your inner knowing. Fear is not your enemy. Fear is a shadow the pale echo cast when your light of faith momentarily turns away. And shadows have no substance. They dance only where illumination has not yet reached. Faith then is not the fighter of fear. Faith is the sunrise. When the light returns, the mist dissolves. There is a great liberation in realizing this. For too long, we've been told to battle our fear, to overcome it, to defeat it. But the very language of battle strengthens the illusion that fear has power. Florence Scovel Shinn would never grant fear such authority. She wrote, "Fear is faith inverted. It is faith in evil instead of good." That means fear is simply misplaced faith, creative energy pointed in the wrong direction. The same force that can form miracles can also form misery depending on where you let it gaze. To render fear powerless, you do not resist it. You reclaim the gaze. You redirect your creative lens toward truth. Imagine walking through a valley at dawn. Mist swirls around your feet, cold and shapeless. You can't see more than a few steps ahead, and your mind begins its anxious storytelling. What if the path ends? What if something waits in the fog? But as the sun lifts the vapors thin, you realize there was never anything there, only your own projection upon the unknown. The path was always clear beneath the mist. This is the behavior of fear. It obscures the next step with imagination misused. Faith uses imagination as creation. Fear uses imagination as distortion. They are twins in the same household of mind, but only one tells the truth. Faith paints radiant pictures of safety, success, provision, and divine order. Fear sketches their opposite and calls them warnings. Both appeal for your attention, and your attention feeds one while starving the other. What dissolves fear is not arguing with it, but turning fully toward faith's picture. You cannot serve two visions. The moment you choose the lighted one, fear loses its artist's brush. Some years ago, a woman named Lydia faced sudden loss. Her small business faltered, her savings thinned, and she could feel the fog of panic curling at the edges of her days. One morning, as she stood before the mirror, she heard herself muttering, "I'm ruined. I'm finished." But something within her stopped her mid-sentence, a whisper from the wiser part of her soul. She remembered a phrase from Shinn. "No man is your enemy. No situation can defeat you. The law of your own word governs." She looked again into her reflection and said aloud, trembling but firm, "No, I am divinely guided. This is not my end. This is my redirection. The same force that brought me here carries me forward in perfect order." At first, it felt like pretending, yet she repeated it every morning, sometimes through tears. Within weeks, she found herself calmer, more intuitive, drawn toward opportunities she had previously ignored. A friend connected her to a partnership that revived her income in a way her fear-filled mind could never have planned. Her words were not magic charms, they were permissions. Each statement gave faith the room to operate where fear had been squatting. This is what we mean by rendering fear powerless, not by defeating it, but by depriving it of residence in your speech. Every fearful sentence is a seed in the soil of creation. "I can't. It's too late. Nothing ever works out." Each of these tells the soil, "Grow limitation." Faith-filled words, by contrast, tell the soil, "Grow order." Grow supply, grow harmony, you do not need to fix the whole garden overnight. You only need to change the seed. Fear speaks of lack, faith speaks of law. Fear says, I am alone. Faith says, I am backed by invisible support. Each time you catch yourself rehearsing a worry, do not scold yourself. Smile. You have simply caught the shadow mid-dance. Turn your face slightly, and the light does the rest. Repeat after me softly, if you wish. I choose trust. I choose truth. Again, I choose trust. I choose truth. Feel the energy shift as those words pass through you. Language is an instrument. The vibration of a faithful phrase literally reorganizes the field around you. Fear has no defense against such sound because it shouts. Faith whispers. Fear bangs on the door of your nerves and demands instant obedience. Faith waits patiently, knowing that silence itself carries authority. When you are caught in fear's noise, the racing thoughts, the tense chest, the what-ifs pause. Don't argue. Breathe once deeply. Then ask, what would faith say right now? The answer may be simple, all is well, or divine order governs, or I am supplied and sustained. These small sentences are lightning rods. They draw down spiritual power into the present moment. Repeat them until your pulse slows and your mind remembers who commands who. You are not the frightened passenger on this ride. You are the driver reclaiming the wheel. Visualize faith as a lamp you carry through a forest at night. The lamp does not light the whole trail at once. It reveals just enough for the next step. Fear wants the entire map illuminated immediately. When it is not, it panics. But the wise traveler understands the lamp's secret. Its light moves as you move. Each step forward reveals another patch of safe ground. This is divine design. Faith's light expands only through motion. The more you walk, the more you see. So when fear says, stop until we know the whole route, faith replies, walk, and the route will appear. Each step in trust melts another ounce of mist. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision that fear will no longer dictate your speech or your stance. The courageous person still feels the tremor, but translates it through faith. When a challenge arises, faith says, this too is God's territory. There is no place where divine law does not operate. You may still hear the whisper of anxiety, but you no longer translate it into prophecy. You answer it with truth. Try this exchange the next time worry speaks. Fear. What if it goes wrong? Faith. What if it goes perfectly right? Fear. You don't know what to do. Faith. The wisdom within me knows, and I am listening. Fear. You're losing time. Faith. I am in divine timing. Nothing is late. Nothing is lost. Notice how every fearful statement can be respoken into faith's language. This is the practice of spiritual translation, and with practice, it becomes instinct. When you render fear powerless, you are not creating new power. You are reclaiming misplaced energy. Fear is faith wearing a costume the same current dressed in opposite clothing. When you pull off the mask, you see it for what it is, your own creative energy begging to be re-employed. Say to fear, thank you for alerting me to where I have withheld my trust. You have served your purpose. I release you now. This transforms fear from an enemy into a teacher. It stops being a barricade and becomes a bridge back to faith. Let's pause together. Close your eyes if you can. Imagine standing once again in that valley from the beginning of this story. The mist still swirls, but now in your hand, you hold a torch of golden light. Raise it gently. See how the mist curls away, thinning, vanishing. the path reappears the same path that was always there. You realize you were never lost. You were simply waiting to remember the lamp was yours. That lamp is your faith. Its flame never goes out, even when you forget to hold it high. Breathe. Let the peace that follows this image settle into your chest. Feel the difference between fear's tension and faith's warmth. The peace is proof that the law is already working. Each time you encounter fear, practice this 3-step redirection. Notice without judgment. Ah, this is fear speaking. Name the truth aloud. Divine order governs this. Only good can come of this. I am protected and provided for. Act from calm alignment. Take the next practical step, however small, in the direction of peace. You will discover that fear shrinks under observation. It cannot breathe in the light of awareness, and soon its voice loses novelty. You begin to smile when it appears like seeing an old play performed for the 100th time. You already know the ending, and the hero is always faith. Once fear is silent, faith can speak clearly. And what does it say? It says, all that is mine by divine right now manifests easily, harmoniously under grace. It says, the power that made me maintains me. It says, love is the only atmosphere I breathe. When you begin to live by these inner decrees, fear finds no doorway. It can knock, but the house is filled with light. Take one fear, any fear that has whispered lately. Maybe it concerns money, health, relationships, purpose. Write it plainly. I am afraid that no. Now rephrase it into faith. I have faith that. For example, I am afraid that I won't have enough. I have faith that all I need is provided. I am afraid that I'll fail. I have faith that every step teaches me success. I am afraid of being alone. I have faith that divine companionship surrounds me. This simple exchange is alchemy. Each time you rewrite a fear into faith, you rewire the energy of your life. Say your new phrase aloud 3 times. Let your voice be the dawn that lifts the mist. Your words are living instruments. Each one is a seed wrapped in vibration, and every vibration becomes architecture in the unseen. To master faith, you must master speech, for speech is faith clothed in sound. Florence Scovel Shinn called the tongue the creative center of the universe. What you continually name, you claim. What you call forth, you walk toward. What you affirm with authority, the law of life rushes to materialize. Speech, then, is not casual. It is divine discipline. The wise student of faith becomes an artist of language, polishing words, as if polishing gemstones until they gleam with precision and beauty. Imagine your words as tiny builders in the invisible workshop of creation. Some build in gold, some in straw, depending on the quality of your statement. When you say, "Nothing ever works out for me," your builders slump, confused, hammering crooked frames. But when you declare everything is unfolding in divine order, they leap into motion, measuring and shaping with accuracy and joy. They do not argue with you, they obey you. They are faithful servants of the spoken decree. That is why every careless complaint is more expensive than it seems, because it hires the wrong crew. You may say, "But I'm only venting," yet the law makes no exception for mood. It hears tone, not excuse. It shapes what it's told to shape. Every sigh of defeat, every sarcastic remark, every self-deprecating joke, each adds its line to the invisible blueprint. But the beauty of this law is that it can be rewritten instantly. The moment you catch yourself speaking contrary to your good, you can correct it. Simply say, "Cancel. Only good is real." And just like that, the builders drop the wrong tools and return to truth. Think of your speech as a collection of jewels you wear daily. Each phrase is a gem you either dull with neglect or polish with attention. You can polish your speech with gentleness, humor, and clarity. Let's play with it. Complaint, I'm so tired of struggling. Polished truth, I am moving into ease and grace. Complaint, this always happens to me. Polished truth, every experience brings me closer to perfect order. Complaint, I can't afford that. Polished truth, it's not in my plan today, but divine supply meets all my needs. Notice the shift not only in meaning, but in energy. You are not lying to yourself. You are aligning yourself. Faith-filled speech doesn't deny a fact. It affirms the higher law that governs facts. You are teaching your world how to respond to you. Each morning, stand before your mirror, not as a critic, but as a creator. Say aloud one declaration that affirms who you are in truth. For example, I am a clear channel for divine ideas. I am loved, guided, and fully supported. My words shape a world of beauty and order. Watch your reflection as you speak. Let your eyes hear your voice. Feel how the room subtly changes. This is divine conversation, the soul addressing the body, the invisible talking to the visible. At first, it may feel strange, but soon you'll feel the click, that inner recognition when your words stop being theory and start being law. Sometimes the best way to transform speech is with a sense of humor. Notice how often we speak lack unconsciously. Oh, I'm dying of hunger. I'm broke. I never get a break. The universe ever literal says, so be it, and keeps delivering more of what you just announced. So laugh gently when you hear yourself slip. You can even smile and say, delete, delete, delete. Humor neutralizes self-judgment, keeping correction light and kind. You are not reprimanding yourself. You are retraining a powerful instrument, and that instrument, once tuned, begins to sing miracles into motion. Divine speech requires 3 simple disciplines: awareness, listen to yourself, observe the tone, the phrasing, the hidden assumptions. Do your words affirm fear or faith? Correction, when you notice a contradiction to your desire, restate the sentence in divine language. Example, fearful, I'll never find a solution. Faithful, the perfect solution is already forming. Consistency, repeat truth until it feels like home. Repetition is not pleading, it's programming. The subconscious loves rhythm. Let your affirmations become daily music. Shinn would say, do not allow yourself to speak defeat, even in jest. She knew that the word once spoken carries assignment, but she also knew that the disciplined tongue creates miracles. When you become deliberate in your speech, you align with the frequency of divine precision, and life begins to echo back the beauty you speak. There is another higher use of speech blessing. To bless is to increase the light in what you behold. You can bless people's circumstances, even your bills, your phone, your home. When you bless you, activate the law of multiplication in your favor. Try it. I bless this payment as circulation of divine substance. I bless this conversation with clarity and peace. I bless this day with grace and fulfillment. Blessing dissolves resistance. It turns irritation into gratitude, chaos into flow. It reminds you that the universe listens most intently when you speak love. Even a silent blessing counts. A whispered thank you can rewire the energy of a room. The tongue of faith speaks only what it wants fulfilled. It does not rehearse disaster. It does not gossip about lack. It does not say, I hope so. It says, it is done. To train your tongue this way is not repression. It is refinement. You are sculpting your language into alignment with the law of creation. You will notice that your vocabulary changes. You start saying when instead of if, now instead of someday, I choose instead of I wish. These subtle shifts carry immense creative authority, and soon people will feel it. Your words will have weight. Your yes will sound like promise, and your no will sound like clarity. Others may even say, I don't know why, but when you speak, things happen. They happen because you speak as one who knows law, not luck. There was a man who constantly joked about barely getting by. His friends would laugh, but his finances always reflected his words. One day he decided to experiment for 30 days. He would speak only abundance. Every time he was tempted to say, I can't afford, he instead said, money is a loyal friend, always showing up on time. He kept it lighthearted, playful, no strain, just new speech. Within those 30 days, a client from years ago contacted him with a generous commission. I thought of you out of the blue, the client said. But nothing appears out of the blue. It appeared out of the word. This is the law in action. Divine speech creates new circuits for supply. As you grow in faith, you become a guardian of language, a keeper of sacred sound. Your conversation becomes prayer. Your affirmations become prophecy. Your casual words become quiet blessings sent into the air. This doesn't mean you must speak stiffly or avoid laughter. On the contrary, divine speech is vibrant, warm, and alive. It smiles often. It compliments freely. It encourages without effort. When your words are aligned with truth, even your laughter heals. Remember, discipline is not rigidity. It is devotion. The daily act of returning your tongue to the altar of creation and saying, use me rightly today. Pause now. Take one slow breath. Feel it roll through your body. Then speak one declaration of faith out loud. Not a whisper, not a wish, a decree. It can be as simple as divine order governs my life. My words shape miracles. Everything I speak in love returns multiplied in good. Let the vibration of your voice fill your space. Let your walls hear you. Let the air record it, because it does. Every molecule in creation responds to the language of faith, clear, precise, and kind. Faith is not only a thought, it is motion. You can hold the finest vision in your imagination, speak the most precise words, and still feel suspended and waiting if you do not move in alignment with what you have declared. Action is the bridge that carries faith from blueprint to structure, from inner decree to outer demonstration. It is the sacred crossing between what you see inwardly and what the world can touch outwardly. Shinn taught faith without works is dead, not as punishment, but as physics, for faith is the energy and action is the current that conducts it. The moment you act in accordance with your inner knowing, you activate a law that cannot fail. Life rushes to meet you halfway. Imagine yourself standing on the bank of a wide river. On one side lies desire, the idea you hold the thing your heart yearns for. On the far side is demonstration, the manifested form of that idea. Between the two stretches, a misty space, the unknown, the invisible realm, where laws rearrange people, align, and timing unfolds. Fear wants you to wait on the shore, analyzing the current, measuring the wind, doubting your steps. Faith says, build the bridge and begin walking. Every faithful thought lays a plank. Every confident word secures a beam. Every action taken in trust adds strength underfoot. The bridge does not appear all at once, it builds itself beneath your steps. Each time you act as if your good is already here, another section manifests. By the time you're halfway across, you realize the gap was never dangerous, It was simply waiting for you to move. To act as if is not to fake reality. It is to participate in divine reality before the senses can confirm it. If faith is your inner acceptance, then action is your physical agreement. You say, "I am already guided," and then you check your inbox expecting guidance. You declare divine order governs my affairs, and then you tidy your workspace as if order were already the rule. You affirm, "I am richly supplied," and then you pay your bills with blessing instead of dread, knowing circulation is divine rhythm, not depletion. This is sacred rehearsal, but it is also rehearsal that creates the play. You are not pretending, you are permitting. When you act as if you are broadcasting a signal, I trust the unseen to support my seen steps, and it always does. Consider the story of Daniel, a teacher who dreamed of opening a community art studio. He visualized it faithfully, but for months, nothing seemed to move. One evening, he reread Shinn's words, "Do not wait for a sign. Act on the sign you already have." Daniel realized his sign was already in his heart, the persistent idea itself. The next morning, though, he had only a small amount saved. He printed a single flyer announcing, "Coming soon. The Harmony Studio, a space for art and spirit." He posted it in a cafe window. Within a week, someone saw the flyer and offered him an unused room downtown, rent-free for 3 months. The moment he acted, the bridge extended to meet him. Faith moves when you move. The law of demonstration does not respond to stagnation. It responds to direction. Sometimes the bridge doesn't appear as a single span. It reveals itself one stone at a time, each step requiring courage, clarity, and calm. You might not know the final outcome. You may only know the next right thing. But the next right thing is holy ground. Maybe it's sending an email, making a call, cleaning a corner, opening a notebook, taking a walk, saying yes when you normally hesitate. Each act is a stone rising from the river, solidifying beneath your foot the moment you step. Stand still too long and the mist thickens again. Move and the next stone appears. You realize the river was never meant to drown you. It was meant to reveal your ability to walk on water when you trust. Acting in faith is not mechanical, it's emotional artistry. Before any visible result, you feel the feeling of the done thing. You inhabit the energy of completion. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine your desire already realized, the letter received, the call returned, the health restored, the account balanced, the peace established. Now ask, how does my body feel? Relaxed, grateful, free. That is the emotional frequency of faith. When you act from that feeling, you are signaling the universe, I am living from the result, not toward it. Faith doesn't chase, it claims. And claiming changes everything. When you step out wearing the feeling of fulfillment, people respond differently. Ideas flow more freely. Timing sharpens. The invisible law begins to take visible form. Small acts, great power. Many students of manifestation think they must make a grand leap, but faith often speaks through the smallest acts, the quiet gestures that whisper, I trust. Placing fresh flowers on your desk even before the job arrives. Organizing your wallet in gratitude for the supply already in motion. Writing paid in full on a bill and blessing it before mailing. Practicing the posture tone or gratitude you will have when the dream is realized. Each small act signals readiness. The universe, seeing your readiness, says, this one is prepared to receive. Remember, readiness is magnetism. There is a moment, subtle but distinct, when faith shifts from still belief to embodied knowing. You sense it, When you no longer wonder if it will happen, you begin asking, how can I serve its unfolding today? That shift is demonstration. It may not yet be visible to the eyes, but it is already operative in law, and law never fails. When Florence Scovel Shinn counseled her students, she often gave them practical steps: mailing a letter, making a purchase, rearranging a room, actions that symbolize their acceptance of the invisible result. She knew that physical motion locks in mental alignment. As above, so below. As within, so without. Faith demands partnership, and action is that partnership made visible. When you reach the middle of the bridge, the place between vision and visibility, doubt often calls out, "Go back. It's too far." That is when you must hold steady. The mist of uncertainty will try to thicken again, but now you have proof. You've already built half the bridge. You've already seen the law respond to your movement. Smile and keep walking. Do not confuse temporary silence with absence. Many demonstrations mature underground before they bloom in view. The soil is not still. It's working. Faith says, my only task is to keep crossing, keep moving, keep affirming, keep blessing. Each step echoes with divine confirmation. Identify the vision. Write it clearly what you desire, when and how it feels fulfilled. Affirm it aloud. Speak it daily as already accomplished. This good is now established under grace. Ask for your next inspired action. Sit quietly and listen. The answer may arrive as a gentle nudge, not a thunderbolt. Move immediately. Take the step, however small, without waiting for conditions to be perfect. Conditions become perfect in motion. Bless the results in advance. Speak gratitude before evidence. Thank you for this completed good. It is done. Crossing into demonstration. Let's take this inward now. Imagine standing once again at the river of doubt. The water glints silver beneath morning light. You see the far shore, lush, alive, radiant with fulfillment. Now inhale deeply, step forward. With your first step, you say, I act in faith now. A plank appears beneath your foot. Step again, I act in faith now. Another plank slides into place. Step once more, I act in faith now. The mist parts, the current stills, and suddenly you are halfway across sunlight on your face, laughter rising in your chest. The bridge is not something you build once. It is something you walk daily, from fear to faith, from question to knowing, from waiting to living. You begin to realize that acting in faith is not a single event. It is a lifestyle of courage. Each day you cross another small river, and each crossing strengthens the next. Action builds momentum. Momentum becomes magnetism. Magnetism pulls demonstration. It is divine physics. You begin by sweeping a desk and end by receiving a business opportunity. You begin by sending a thank you note and end by restoring a friendship. You begin by paying a small debt faithfully and end by clearing them all. Every physical act infused with spiritual conviction amplifies the law in your favor. That is why idleness in faith feels heavy. It resists its own nature. Faith wants to move. It loves activity, expression, embodiment. The river longs to flow. So when inspiration tugs at your sleeve, answer it. Move, do, speak, begin. You cannot fail when you act in harmony with divine order. When you finally reach the far shore, when your vision becomes visible, you realize it wasn't just about achieving the thing. It was about discovering the self who dared to move. That is the true gift of acting in faith, not only manifestation, but transformation. You become a person whose confidence is anchored in invisible law, whose peace does not wait for proof, whose steps radiate assurance. And every new desire that arises will meet a stronger, steadier faith, one that no longer waits at the riverbank, but begins building instantly. Take this moment. Breathe. Place your hand over your heart. Feel the pulse that connects you to divine rhythm, the steady beat of faith in motion. Now speak aloud 3 times, letting each repetition deepen your conviction. I act in faith now. I act in faith now. I act in faith now. Feel the bridge forming beneath your words. Feel yourself stepping forward into demonstration. Faith in motion becomes demonstration, and you are moving beautifully. When you live in faith, life begins to speak back. The conversation becomes two-way. You declare the unseen as real, and the universe delighted answers with signs. These signs are not coincidences. They are correspondence. They are love letters from the invisible confirming that your words have taken root and the law is at work. Florence Scovel Shinn called these moments proofs of faith, gentle echoes of your decree returning to you as reassurance. Yes, we heard you. Yes, it's happening. Synchronicity is not luck. It is law in motion. It is faith translated into timing. It is the way spirit arranges its confirmations through symbols, meetings, number songs, and sudden knowing. When you begin to live faithfully, your sensitivity heightens. You notice the precise moment the right person calls. You see repeating numbers on the clock when you affirm abundance: 11, 11, 222, 444. You overhear a phrase that mirrors your own declaration. You feel the hush of orchestration, that quiet awareness. Something larger than me is moving with me. Faith has become dialogue. You speak, and the universe nods. Consider the story of Maya, who decided to manifest her dream home. She wrote with clarity and calm. I call my right home, peaceful, bright, abundant, to appear easily and perfectly. Weeks passed, nothing yet, but one morning she felt a subtle nudge to take a different route to work. Halfway down that unfamiliar street, a for sale sign glimmered in sunlight. The house was radiant white walls, tall windows, a garden of lavender. When she called, the agent said, "That's strange. It was sold yesterday, but the buyers just withdrew their offer this morning." Maya smiled. Synchronicity. Faith had gone ahead of her, cleared the path, and sent the signpost. Her job was simply to notice and respond. Signs often arrive in 3 forms through repetition. The same word, number, or image keeps appearing until you pay attention. Through timing. The moment you decide something aligns a message, a coincidence, a delay that reveals perfect placement. Through resonance. You feel it, that inner click of recognition, the warmth of peace that whispers, "Yes, this is for you." Shinn wrote that intuition is God's telephone line. The more you act on faith, the stronger the signal becomes. You no longer ask, "Is this a sign?" You know it is. A person who walks in fear sees random events. A person who walks in faith sees conversation. Fear sees separation. I'm on my own. Faith sees coordination. Everything is conspiring for my good. This awareness changes how you interpret delay, redirection, or even endings. What looked like rejection becomes divine protection. What felt like coincidence becomes divine choreography. You begin to live with wonder again, like a child who knows the world is enchanted and that every sparkle of meaning is a message from home. Sometimes the signs are not dramatic, just exquisitely personal. You may pray for courage and suddenly hear your favorite empowering song on the radio. You may ask for reassurance and find a feather, a coin, or a book open to the perfect line. You may affirm abundance and notice someone gifting you coffee, a ride, or a kind word. Each of these is spirit whispering, "Keep going, I am here." Faith doesn't need thunderbolts, it recognizes the divine in the subtle. To perceive synchronicity, you must first quiet the inner noise. Faith listens more than it asks. Each morning pause before the world wakes up and say, "Divine intelligence, speak to me in signs I understand." Let me be aware of your language today. Then move through your day with soft attention, not scanning anxiously, but open, receptive. The signs will arrive naturally, not forced, not hunted. You will recognize them by their timing and their tone. They feel effortless, playful, intelligent. The more you acknowledge them with gratitude, the more fluent the conversation becomes. The universe adores a responsive listener. Signs strengthen faith not by proving it true, but by deepening intimacy with it. They remind you that you are not creating alone. You are co-creating with an intelligence that loves you too much to remain silent. Synchronicity is affection made visible. It's the divine saying, "I heard your prayer. I am arranging the details." Faith speaks first. Signs echo back. They are the ripples of your decree returning to shore. There may be days when no clear signs appear. Do not despair. Silence is also a sign of trust being tested and refined. The farmer does not dig up seeds to check their progress. He knows germination happens underground. So, when evidence pauses, affirm, even in silence, the law is working. My good is maturing in perfect order. Then watch how peace replaces impatience. Often, that very peace is the sign, a confirmation that you've moved from seeking proof to knowing truth. Morning alignment. Begin the day with a statement. This day is alive with divine messages. I am listening. Midday, awareness. When something unusual or repetitive occurs, a symbol, a phrase, a delay, ask, what could this be showing me about my faith today? Evening gratitude before bed. Write down 3 signs or synchronicities you noticed. This practice sharpens your recognition. Gratitude increases fluency. Soon, you'll find that signs no longer feel random. They form a pattern, a map that guides your faith in real time. One student of this teaching, overwhelmed by doubt, prayed, "If my supply is truly assured, show me a token, something small but unmistakable." The next day, as she walked home, a gust of wind pressed a dollar bill against her shoe. She picked it up, smiling, not because of the money, but because of the message. You are supported. You are seen. From that moment, her language shifted from fear to gratitude. Within a month, her finances stabilized in unexpected ways. When you trust, life speaks back, not with drama, but with perfect timing. To live in faith is to live in conversation. Your words go out as prayer. Life's responses return as sign. It is not superstition, it is synchronization, the natural harmony of thought and form of energy and event. When you release worry, you allow rhythm. When you affirm good, you activate language. When you act in trust, you invite dialogue. Faith is fluent in this language. It doesn't demand translation. It feels the message directly in the heart. And so, even a quiet breeze becomes communication. Even a delay becomes guidance. Even an ending becomes redirection. Everything begins to sound like love. Now take one calm breath. Close your eyes. Imagine your life surrounded by gentle intelligence. Every person, object, and circumstance arranged in orchestration for your good. Whisper, I am listening. I recognize the signs of my faith returning to me. Every event today is the voice of divine order. Let these words settle. Feel how peace rises, how awareness sharpens. Faith has spoken. Life will answer. Faith opens. Gratitude fills. Together they form the twin pillars that hold the temple of abundance upright and luminous. Faith builds the bridge. Gratitude walks it with praise. Faith declares, "It is done." Gratitude replies, "And it is good." Without faith, you have no door through which good may enter. Without gratitude, you do not notice the good that already stands at your threshold. The two complete each other in visible and visible cause and confirmation, inhalation and exhalation of the same divine breath. Faith is masculine in movement. It asserts commands, sends the word forward like a divine arrow. Gratitude is feminine in reception. It gathers, receives, multiplies the result in the atmosphere of thankfulness. When you speak a word of faith, you are sowing. When you give thanks, you are harvesting. Florence Scovel Shinn wrote, "Gratitude is the law of increase, and complaint is the law of decrease." Gratitude is not mere manners, it is magnetic current. Every thank you multiplies the substance you acknowledge. To say thank you before you see the form is to water your faith seed with living power. You are saying to the universe, "I trust your timing. I honor your order. I know this is already accomplished." That is faith fulfilled in tone, gratitude fulfilled in sound. Picture the yin and yang, the eternal dance of opposites completing each other. Faith is the white curve shining outward, the active principle. Gratitude is the dark curve, cool and receptive, the reflective principle. Each contains a spark of the other, for every act of faith already carries gratitude within it, and every true gratitude glows with faith's confidence. You might say, faith sends the call, gratitude hears the echo. Faith plants the seed, gratitude gathers the fruit. When these two are harmonized, manifestation becomes effortless. When they are divided, when we declare without thanking, or thank without expecting, the circuit breaks. To live richly is to keep both currents flowing, the bold decree and the humble acknowledgement. Consider Eva, who desired to expand her small design studio. She prayed daily, by divine order, the perfect opportunities appear. She spoke her affirmations faithfully, but she forgot to celebrate small confirmations. One morning, she caught herself complaining, still no new clients. Then she remembered Shinn's teaching. Every complaint cuts off supply. So she shifted. Each day, she gave thanks for anything: a friendly email, a return call, a compliment on her work. Within 2 weeks, momentum blossomed. Former clients resurfaced, bringing referrals. One even said, "I don't know why I thought of you today, I just felt grateful for your style." Eva smiled. Gratitude had magnetized gratitude. When she blessed what she had, it multiplied. When she combined faith's declaration with gratitude's vibration, her world echoed abundance back. Gratitude is the tender of heaven's economy. Every time you express it, you circulate divine substance. Where fear hoards, gratitude flows. Where worry clings, gratitude releases. It tells the universe, "I trust the law of circulation. I give thanks freely because there is always more." When you thank life in advance, you prepay for miracles. It is impossible to be simultaneously grateful and fearful. One dissolves the other. Gratitude is faith made audible, the sound of trust turned into music. Let gratitude become as rhythmic as breathing. Morning upon waking, say, "Thank you for this fresh canvas of divine order." Midday, bless your work, your food, your body. Thank you, Source, for sustaining me. Evening, recall 3 things that went right, even the smallest. Thank them aloud. This daily discipline changes your atmosphere. It turns your home into a temple of appreciation where ideas and opportunities come eagerly to dwell. Shinn often reminded her students the most magnetic attitude in the world is gratitude. Why? Because gratitude assumes the promise has been fulfilled and the universe rushes to keep up with that assumption. When you combine faith and gratitude, you are living in completion rather than pursuit. Faith says it is done. Gratitude says, I rejoice that it is done. This state of completion is not complacency. It is power. It places you vibrationally inside the finished work, drawing the outer picture to match the inner fact. You cease striving. You start abiding. And from abiding, manifestation unfolds with grace rather than effort. The world begins to move in rhythm with your thankfulness. Appointments align, people cooperate, delays soften. Gratitude smooths every edge. Gratitude is also the antidote to comparison. When you thank life for what is, envy loses oxygen. Comparison says, why do they have it and I don't? Gratitude says, what they have shows what is possible for all. When you bless another's success, you open the same channel in yourself. To celebrate others is to claim kinship with their abundance. If you ever feel jealousy rising, bless the object of your envy immediately. Say, thank you, Spirit, for showing me what is available to me as well. That single sentence flips scarcity into expansion. Gratitude in retrospect is appreciation. Gratitude in advance is faith in action. When you thank before receiving, you are saying, I know the law so well, I can praise the harvest before the seed breaks ground. Try this powerful affirmation from Shinn's spirit of certainty. Thank you for the perfect fulfillment of this desire, which already exists in the invisible and appears in divine timing. Say it whenever worry tempts you. Feel the relief in those words, the peace of already having the quiet joy of the promised good. Advanced gratitude collapses time. It draws tomorrow's miracle into today's awareness. Keep a golden list, a journal of gratitude specifically for demonstrations of faith. Each time something aligns, a phone call, a parking space, a new idea, a kind gesture, write it down and bless it. Over weeks, you will see a golden thread of synchronicities forming proof of the law at work. This record becomes your evidence in seasons of doubt, reminding you faith spoke, gratitude replied, and life obeyed. Reading your own miracles builds the next wave of them. Imagine faith and gratitude as two tones forming a perfect chord. Faith strikes the first note, bold, clear, resonant. Gratitude follows, harmonizing with warmth and color. Together, they produce abundance's melody, the song the universe loves to dance to. When you live in this harmony, you emit a frequency that cannot attract lack. Life recognizes your sound and sings back opportunities, ideas, friendships, resources. You become orchestral, not forcing outcomes, but conducting them. Take a moment now. Place your hands over your heart. Feel the quiet rhythm there, the steady beat that mirrors divine continuity. Whisper slowly, faith opens my path. Gratitude fills it with gold. Breathe in faith, the inhale of possibility. Breathe out gratitude, the exhale of fulfillment. Again, inhale faith. Exhale gratitude. Let your body memorize this rhythm. Let it become your default response to life. When challenges arise, you'll automatically breathe this way, faith and gratitude, outturning every obstacle into an open door. When you build your days upon these twin pillars, you no longer oscillate between hope and worry. You live in calm expectation and steady praise. Faith says, I trust the unseen pattern. Gratitude says, I rejoice in the seen proof. The two together create unbreakable stability. Even in chaos, you remain centered. Even in uncertainty, you feel rich. Even in waiting, you celebrate. Because you understand that the waiting itself is blessed. It is the womb of manifestation, the silence before the symphony. At this stage of your journey, you have learned to call your good by name, to see with faith's eye, to speak with divine precision, to act upon the invisible, and to recognize signs. Now you add the crown gratitude. Gratitude is faith crowned with joy. It seals every decree, completes every circuit, adorns every manifestation with grace. From here on, let every affirmation end with thanksgiving. It is done, and I give thanks. Those 6 words summon miracles faster than hours of worry ever could. Let us complete this part of the journey with a final declaration of alignment. Stand if you can. Breathe deeply. See before you a golden path stretching forward, lined with light. Feel faith open it beneath your feet. Feel gratitude pour golden radiance over it. Now speak aloud slowly with conviction. Faith opens my path. Gratitude fills it with gold. Faith opens my path. Gratitude fills it with gold. Faith opens my path. Gratitude fills it with gold. Let these words echo beyond the walls of your room. Let them saturate your atmosphere until your whole life hums with their truth. You are now walking under the law of abundance, upheld by the twin pillars that never crumble, faith and gratitude. Before the world awakens, there is a holy silence. The sky, still veiled in indigo, holds its breath. The air trembles between night and dawn, waiting for the first sound to break the spell of stillness. It is in this sacred moment that you rise, not as a body stirred from rest, but as a soul remembering its dominion. You sit upright gently. The light has not yet come, and yet your spirit shines before the sun. Take a deep breath now. Inhale peace. Exhale everything that does not serve this new day. Again, inhale faith. Exhale all that is old, heavy, and finished. You are stepping into the circle of creative power, where thought becomes form and word becomes world. This is your morning decree ritual, the daily ceremony in which you speak your universe into harmony. Stillness is not the absence of sound. It is the presence of God. Sit with your palms open upon your knees, facing upward as though receiving invisible light. Let your breath deepen and slow. With each exhale, your thoughts quiet. With each inhale, divine wisdom enters the chambers of your mind. Say softly within yourself, I am still, and I know that I am one with God. Feel the truth of it. Stillness is the bridge through which you cross from the seen to the unseen. In stillness, your spirit aligns with the infinite mind, where all creation begins. Now breathe not as one who must, but as one who chooses to live fully. Each breath is a decree of life. Each inhale says, I receive. Each exhale says, I release. Let your breathing become rhythmic, effortless, divine. Feel how it connects you to the eternal rhythm of the cosmos, the tides, the heartbeats, the winds, all pulsing in one great harmony. Whisper now, the breath of God flows through me. I am sustained by divine life. Let that breath become your prayer. For where breath flows freely, the Spirit flows freely, and in that freedom miracles move. You are now ready to speak the sacred name within you. Say aloud, divine presence, I awaken in thee. I am thy instrument of light, peace, and creative word. Pause. Feel the air shift as your voice awakens divine vibration. There is great power in the spoken word, for it is the act of shaping invisible substance into visible form. Speak again. Today I command harmony, abundance, and joy. I speak only that which I wish to see made manifest. Let the words rise from your heart, not your intellect. The words that come from the mind may sound wise, but the words that come from the heart create worlds. This invocation opens the gate. You are no longer a wanderer in time. You are a co-creator of eternity. Now comes the holy utterance, your personal decree for this day. Every decree is a living seed. Speak it with reverence, faith, and fire. Say slowly, clearly, as if the heavens themselves lean close to listen. This day, divine order governs my every step. Everything I need comes to me in perfect time and perfect way. My word draws forth abundance, peace, and favor. I am guided. I am guarded. I am grounded in grace. Pause between each line. Feel each phrase enter the subconscious soil of your being. See the words becoming roots of light spreading through your inner world. Add your personal decree now, whatever your heart desires to see. I decree that unfolds now by divine right under grace in perfect ways. You may fill this with any vision, success in your work, healing, love, clarity, or purpose. Hold that vision gently before your inner eye. See it as already done. Feel the joy of completion as though the manifestation has already arrived. Because in truth, it has. Gratitude is the language of completion. When you give thanks, you announce to the universe that the manifestation is already secure. Whisper softly, "Thank you, Infinite Spirit. Thank you for the seen and the unseen blessings unfolding for me now. Thank you for the joy of this new day. Thank you for the divine breath that sustains me." As you speak, each thank you feel warmth flood your heart. See your inner sky lit with golden light, gratitude transmuting every shadow into radiance. Gratitude makes the soul magnetic to miracles. And now let go. Release your decree into the infinite, knowing it is done. You do not clutch the seed after planting it. You trust the soil to remember its purpose. So too, release your word with faith. Say softly, "I let go and let God. My word shall not return void. It accomplishes that whereunto it is sent." And in that release, you enter peace. The peace of one who knows that creation is complete in the unseen, awaiting only its appointed hour in the visible. The sky now begins to lighten. A single bird calls out the first song of morning. The sun, once hidden, edges the horizon with gold. You sit within this dawn as its equal, the Creator's reflection made to speak worlds into being. This is your morning decree ritual, a daily rebirth, a covenant renewed between your voice and the divine. Say finally, "And so it is." Amen. Sit a few more breaths in silence. Let the vibration of your words settle into your bones, your aura, your day. The ritual is complete. You have spoken life. You have chosen faith. You have aligned with the rhythm of miracles. Every morning return here, for the world is built anew each dawn by the word you speak. The moment you begin to speak your word each day, something deeper than your conscious thought begins to awaken. Beneath the surface of your personality lies the vast, rich field of the subconscious mind, the fertile soil of creation. Every thought you have ever thought, every word ever spoken, every belief ever accepted has taken root there. And yet the soil itself is pure. It is not the soil that decides what grows, it merely receives the seed and multiplies it. So what happens when you begin to plant different seeds? What happens when you speak not from fear, but from faith? Listen closely now. This is one of the divine's greatest mysteries. The subconscious obeys repetition, not reason. It does not argue, analyze, or critique. It believes whatever you say to it again and again with feeling. Therefore, the daily decree is not a mere habit. It is a reprogramming of the inner field. Each morning as you speak your affirmations, you are not just saying words, you are cultivating faith, pulling weeds of doubt, and teaching your soul to bloom in divine certainty. Imagine your subconscious as a wide, quiet garden. For years, certain seeds have been dropped there, some by your own thoughts, some by others' voices, some by fears, and some by love. The soil accepted them all. Perhaps in one corner grew a vine of worry, wrapping its tendrils around new dreams before they could rise. Perhaps near the center, a tall stalk of not enough has shaded the roots of joy. And yet look closer. The soil itself is still rich, dark, alive. It never tires. It never condemns. It only waits for the gardener's command. And you, beloved, are the gardener. Every morning as you speak your decree, you are turning over that inner soil, pulling the weeds with gentle awareness and planting seeds of divine truth. Say aloud, as though speaking to the heart of your own being, I bless my subconscious mind. It is receptive, fertile, obedient to my highest word. Every seed of truth I plant takes root immediately and grows in grace. My faith is the sunlight. My gratitude is the rain. My word is the seed. Pause here. Feel the stillness in your body respond. The soil remembers. Repetition is not vanity, it is power. Every sacred tradition has known this: the rosary, the mantra, the psalm, the chant. Each time the word is spoken, the vibration deepens. Each repetition engraves a new pattern into the unseen realm. The first day you speak your decree, the soil stirs. The second day, the roots begin to take hold. By the third, fourth, fifth day, your inner atmosphere changes. Faith begins to feel normal. And by the seventh morning, a shift has taken place. The seed has become identity. This is why Florence Scovel Shinn said, "Your word is your wand." For the wand does not work once, it works by constant conscious direction. You speak and you believe. You repeat and you become. There was once a woman named Miriam who lived in quiet discouragement. Each morning she woke with heaviness in her chest, saying almost unconsciously, "Another hard day." Her words, though casual, were commands. The soil of her mind obeyed. And so each day life brought her more struggle. One morning she decided to change the script. She remembered the teaching, "Your word shapes your world." So she began haltingly at first to speak a new decree each dawn. "This is the day the Lord has made. I rejoice and am glad in it." For the first 3 days, nothing seemed to change. By the 7th, she noticed her mornings felt lighter. By the 14th, unexpected blessings began to appear. An old debt was forgiven. A stranger offered her kindness, and her own face, once weary, glowed with peace. After 30 days of daily decree, Miriam said, "I don't say my affirmations anymore. I am my affirmations." The soil remembered. The faith took root. And her world reflected the garden she tended within. There will be mornings when the old thoughts try to return, when fear whispers, when fatigue tempts you to forget your decree. In those moments, do not struggle. Simply return to your word. Say within yourself, "I keep speaking." The soil remembers. Every repetition strengthens the pattern of faith. Every word uttered in love overwrites a word once spoken in fear. Every decree plants another seed of heaven into the garden of your subconscious. Keep speaking even when you don't feel it. Keep speaking even when appearances contradict your desire. For as Florence Scovel taught, faith knows it has already received and acts accordingly. As the days unfold, you will begin to notice something astonishing. Your outer world begins to move in rhythm with your inner word. Opportunities appear as though called by name. Peace becomes the default atmosphere of your mind. Your voice carries new authority, new tone, new light. For you have spoken long enough to awaken remembrance. Your subconscious has learned the melody of faith. Now your inner world obeys your voice. Say softly, "My subconscious is now aligned with divine law. I speak only truth, and it becomes my experience. The soil of my soul brings forth every good seed I have planted." And now, a gentle call to practice. Commit to your words. Anchor them in action. I invite you to begin 7 mornings of decree, 7 sacred sunrises, in which you will wake, breathe, and speak your world into being. Each dawn, repeat your invocation. Each day, feel the soil remembering. Then, as a gesture of faith, write it in the comment of your heart or in the visible world, 7 days of faith. This is your covenant with yourself and the divine. 7 days to reprogram, to realign, to resurrect your spoken power. 7 days for your soil to receive and your spirit to rise. For remember, beloved, the soil remembers the word creates and faith fulfills. Gratitude is the golden current that turns every spoken word into power. Without gratitude, the decree is a spark. With gratitude, it becomes a sun. Gratitude does not wait until the manifestation appears. It celebrates before the evidence. It is the inner shout of victory before the dawn, the soul's radiant thank you, whispered into the silence, confident that the universe always delivers its promise. When you give thanks, you align yourself with divine order. You lift your vibration from asking to receiving, from wanting to having, from fear to fulfillment. Gratitude is both magnet and shield. It draws good toward you and protects you from the shadows of doubt, envy, and lack. Imagine yourself standing at the threshold of a new day. Before you is a world shimmering with possibility. Behind you are old echoes of what was regrets, comparisons, fears, the rusted chains of not enough. Now breathe deeply and see in your mind's eye a radiant golden light rising from the horizon and surrounding your body like liquid sunshine. This is gratitude. It forms a luminous armor over your heart and mind. Each plate of this golden armor is engraved with a word of thanks. Thank you for breath. Thank you for love. Thank you for purpose. Thank you for this very moment. This armor is not heavy. It is weightless, warm, and soft. Yet nothing of fear can pass through it. When you wear it, envy cannot touch you. When you wear it, comparison melts into compassion. When you wear it, scarcity cannot find you, for gratitude blinds lack with its light. Say quietly now, I am clothed in the golden armor of gratitude. I walk in peace. I live in abundance. Florence Scovel Shinn wrote, "Gratitude is the law of increase, and complaint is the law of decrease." Every thank you you speak multiplies what you already have. Every complaint contracts your supply. To thank is to expand your field of abundance, to signal to the universe that you recognize divine supply in motion. And because the universe mirrors consciousness, it brings you more to appreciate. When you wake and say, "Thank you for this day," the law of increase hears it and says, "Then let more days like this come." When you bless your finances, no matter the number, the law of increase says, "Then let that number grow." When you thank your body for its strength, Even if you still feel weak, divine life stirs within you, quickening every cell. Gratitude is a decree of multiplication. It turns the small into plenty, the incomplete into perfect, the ordinary into sacred. There was once a man named Eli who lived with a quiet sense of lack. He worked diligently, prayed faithfully, but his results were small and fleeting. One morning, as he sat in prayer, he felt a whisper in his heart, "Be grateful now." At first, he resisted. "How can I give thanks?" he asked, when nothing seems to work. Yet the whisper came again, steady, gentle, "Thank me for what is coming." So he began. Each morning, before any change appeared, he sat at his small wooden table and said aloud, "Thank you for the success that unfolds this day. Thank you for the abundance that flows through me. Thank you for the love that surrounds me even now." At first, it felt empty, just words. But after a week, his spirit began to warm. After 2 weeks, his face grew brighter. After a month, his outer life began to reflect the gratitude he had cultivated within. Unexpected clients came to his business. A forgotten debt was paid. He found himself laughing more easily, sleeping more deeply. And one day, he said to a friend, "I do not wait for blessings to thank God anymore. Gratitude creates them. Now you too may practice this magnetic gratitude." You may do it in the morning as part of your decree ritual, or in the evening before sleep. You may speak it silently or aloud. Close your eyes now and let us practice together. Take a slow, gentle breath and say within yourself after each pause, "Thank you for the breath of life." Pause. "Thank you for this heart that beats faithfully." Pause. "Thank you for the unseen blessings already on their way." Pause. "Thank you for divine order in all things." Pause. "Thank you for the love that surrounds and sustains me." Pause. Let each thank you settle into your body like drops of golden oil, soothing, softening, sanctifying. With every repetition, your energy field brightens. With every thank you, your magnetic field expands. You are literally becoming a beacon for miracles. For the universe does not respond to complaint, it responds to recognition. And gratitude is recognition in its highest form. But gratitude is more than magnet, it is also your shield. It guards the heart from the poisonous whispers of comparison. It disarms envy by reminding you that what another has proves what is possible for you. When the mind tries to wander toward lack, gently say, "Thank you for reminding me of what is mine to receive." When others succeed and a twinge of jealousy arises, turn it instantly into blessing. "Thank you, God, for showing me the abundance that flows freely through all." In that moment, you lift yourself above the vibration of envy into the frequency of expansion. You are no longer outside the blessing, you are inside its current. Gratitude makes you untouchable by fear and immune to bitterness. It is not denial, it is divine remembrance. It says, "I know that all is well even before I see it." Gratitude does not end with words, it becomes a way of life. The truly grateful soul walks through the world as a living prayer, seeing beauty in the smallest details, abundance in the simplest forms, miracles in the ordinary flow of time. As your gratitude deepens, you will find that even challenges become cause for thanksgiving. You will bless the delays, knowing they protect you. You will bless the endings, knowing they clear space for beginnings. You will bless the unknown, knowing it hides divine preparation. Say softly, "Now I live in the overflow." My heart is full, and it pours blessings into every corner of my world. Feel it. See yourself walking through your day, radiating golden light. Wherever you go, people feel peace, situations soften, doors open, for gratitude has gone before you, preparing the way. Now let us anchor this vibration in the visible world. Write, speak, or declare one thing you are grateful for in advance, something you have not yet seen but know is already yours in divine timing. Say, I am grateful for now, for it is already complete in the invisible, and as you speak, it smile. The universe feels that smile as a signal it knows the manifestation is secure. Your heart, your home, your life are now radiant with thanksgiving. You are protected, expanded, fulfilled, and now you live in the overflow. Write one thing you are grateful for in advance. Speak it, share it, for gratitude shared multiplies light. And remember, when you say thank you, the heavens answer, and more shall be given. There is a sight beyond sight, a vision beyond the eyes. It is the seeing of the soul, the spiritual perception that knows truth even when appearances shout their contradictions. Every demonstration begins in this invisible realm. You must see it before you can hold it. You must perceive with the eyes of faith before the evidence can form in matter. For the spiritual law is simple: what you behold, you become. Close your eyes now and rest your attention between your brows, the sacred seat of divine imagination. Here, in the secret place of vision, all realities are born. Here, God whispers the unseen patterns of your destiny. In this stillness, your inner eye begins to open. You are not imagining something new, you are remembering what is eternally true. Say softly, I see as God sees. I look beyond appearances and behold divine perfection. Notice how peace floods you when you affirm this. Notice how clarity arises as though a veil has been gently lifted. This is the eye of faith opening within you. In the outer world, many things may seem unfinished. Finances, uncertain relationships, strained, the path ahead unclear. But spiritual vision looks not at the chaos, but at the order behind it. It gazes through the fog of circumstance into the sunlight of truth. When you say it is well before evidence, you are not pretending, you are perceiving. You are aligning with the higher pattern already established in divine mind. Florence Scovel Shinn once wrote, "The invisible forces are ever working for man who speaks the word of faith." And faith is the power to see that invisible order, even when the outer scene contradicts it. Each time you affirm, I see with spiritual eyes, you strengthen this inner lens. It sharpens your discernment, cleanses your perception, and reveals the good already moving on your behalf. Imagine for a moment standing in a darkened room. You strike a single match, and instantly the darkness recedes. You do not have to fight the dark. The light itself is victory. So it is with spiritual sight. When you look at a situation with divine vision, you introduce light. You say, I see divine order here, and the darkness dissolves, not because you struggled, but because you perceived. Say it now with authority, I am a seer of divine order. I look through limitation and behold infinite supply. Pause and breathe. Feel how this declaration changes the atmosphere inside you. The mind relaxes, the heart expands. You are no longer reacting to the world, you are creating the world through vision. Let us enter the temple of inner sight together. Close your eyes and imagine a vast field bathed in golden light. This field represents your life, every area of it: health, love, purpose, prosperity. Now walk slowly through this field. Notice that some areas seem lush and blooming, while others appear barren or tangled. Do not judge them. Simply lift your gaze upward. From above, a beam of pure white light descends. It touches the barren soil, and instantly shoots of green begin to rise. Where there was dryness, water begins to flow. Where there was confusion, order unfolds. The more you see this transformation, the more alive it becomes. For your inner sight is the command that directs divine energy. Say quietly in rhythm with your breath, I see opportunity where others see obstacle. I see divine completion where others see delay. I see light, and the light manifests. Remain here for a few moments, allowing the vision to imprint itself upon your consciousness. The images you hold in this sacred space will soon shape the world you walk in. Now open your eyes slowly, softly. You have seen with spiritual eyes. The world will now reflect what you have chosen to behold. Faith is not blind. Faith sees deeper. It perceives with the quiet certainty that what God has promised is already done. When appearances seem unkind, faith says, this too is part of the plan. When lack tries to speak, faith says, supply is already moving. When delay lingers, faith says divine timing is perfection unfolding. You become unshakable not because you see with the eyes of flesh, but because you trust the vision of the soul. Each day, as you repeat your decrees, let this inner sight accompany your words. Do not merely say, I am abundant. See yourself living in ease, walking through doors that open in grace. Do not merely say, I am loved. See yourself surrounded by harmony, embraced by relationships that honor your spirit. Do not merely say, I am healed. See your body glowing with vitality, divine energy flowing through every cell. This seeing transforms affirmation into demonstration. For words without vision are like seeds without sunlight. But when you see your word fulfilled, you call the invisible into form. Each morning after your decree, close your eyes for 1 minute. Visualize your day unfolding in perfect grace. Meetings, harmonious timing, effortless joy, abundant. Let your inner movie play in color and light, and then simply say, it is so. I have seen it, therefore it is. By this practice, you teach your subconscious to obey the divine image, not the outer noise. You train your awareness to look for evidence of good instead of proof of fear. And what you look for, you find. You are now walking as a seer, a knower, a creator. Your inner vision guides your outer path. Your eyes have become clear mirrors of divine truth. You see abundance, and so abundance appears. You see harmony, and so harmony prevails. You see God in all things, and so all things reveal God. Now whisper the declaration of sight I see with spiritual eyes. I claim my new vision. Let those words echo through the corridors of your being, for you have learned the secret art of creative seeing, and the universe now rushes to match your holy gaze. Call to action, comment, or declare aloud, I see with spiritual eyes. I claim my new vision. Each repetition strengthens your inner sight, and as you see, so shall it be. Now the circle closes. You have awakened your word, tended your faith, given thanks, and seen with spiritual eyes. The garden of your being stands radiant, every seed alive, every vibration aligned, every prayer complete. It is time to seal this practice in holy assurance. It is time to rest in the divine, knowing your word shall not return void. Every word you have spoken in faith has gone forth into the universe as a living force. It travels upon the breath of spirit, guided by divine intelligence to accomplish its purpose. You may not yet see its form, but it is already complete in the invisible. In divine time, it will return to you, clothed in visible beauty, an answered prayer, a healed relationship, a door opened, a dream fulfilled. For the word of God spoken through you never fails. Say softly now as a benediction, "My word shall not return void. It goes forth in power and returns fulfilled." Pause and feel the vibration of those words settle into your bones. This is not a wish, it is law. You have entered the current of divine demonstration. Let us rest together now in this holy rhythm breath-word silence. Inhale deeply. Feel divine life fill you. Exhale softly. Release every trace of effort. You have done your part. The universe does the rest. Each decree you have spoken still vibrates in the ethers, weaving new patterns of reality. Each thank you still shines like a star, calling blessings toward you. Each vision still expands, sending ripples of light into your world. You are surrounded by a living symphony of fulfillment. All is working together for your good. Say quietly, "It is done." Again, with conviction, "It is done." And once more, as a whisper of peace, "It is done." Beloved soul, you have spoken with power, and the universe has heard. Your breath has carried blessings into being. Your faith has moved unseen mountains. Your gratitude has turned scarcity to gold. Your vision has opened paths once hidden. Now rest knowing that creation continues even in silence. The laws you have invoked are eternal. They never sleep. Divine order is at work through you, for you around you. Walk now as one who knows. Walk as one whose words are wands, whose thoughts are light, whose faith is fire. Walk as the living decree of God's abundance. Wherever you go, peace shall follow. Whatever you touch, love shall prosper. Whoever you bless shall rise. For your word is truth, and truth cannot fail. This practice, this daily covenant, does not end, it evolves. Each morning, you return to the altar of your own breath, each decree stronger than before, each thank you deeper, each vision clearer. You will watch your world unfold like a divine poem, lines of beauty written by the unseen hand of faith. And when others ask, "How did you create such peace, such prosperity, such joy?" you will smile and say, "I spoke it." For you have become one with the creative word. You have remembered your divine inheritance, the power to call things forth as though they already were. Let these words now wash over you as light upon still water. The Lord of my being fulfills every word of truth I speak. My decrees are established in heaven and mirrored on earth. My path is clear, my heart is full, my supply is endless. I am the voice of divine order, and all things obey. It is done, it is finished, it is fulfilled. Let the silence that follows be sacred. Feel the resonance of completion hum gently through your chest. You have sown your word in faith. You have watered it with gratitude. You have seen its invisible bloom. Now simply rest in joy. The harvest is certain. If this message has spoken to your soul, let it ripple outward. Share it as light as blessing, as seed for another soul's awakening. For the word multiplies when it is given. And if your heart affirms that the work is complete, declare below with peace and power, "It is done." Let the words echo in your heart until they become silence, and the silence becomes manifestation. It is done. It is done. It is done.